How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth the buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who can talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Let me say hi to the chat. We'll jump right into good old AMC, see what's going on here, and continue on with our favorite stocks. Today, I really want to see who I think is going to move. I really thought BBIG was going to move this morning, but I was up 22% in the pre-market, and we'll take a look at what was going on, and then we'll keep it moving. All right, Bambino, dang, am I first? Yes, Bambino, you were first. Lee was first on Facebook, however. What's up, Lee? Diamond, what is up? Welcome. Awesome. Man, you guys talking about the baseball, watching baseball? But all right, let's go ahead and hop into AMC, see what's been going on over here. We do see over here, AMC was up 3.56% on the day. It did end the day at $38.14. Currently in the after hours, down just a tad at 0.45%, or down 0.45% at 37.97. All right, Diamond says I bought calls today, $38 strike for next Friday and $45 for November monthly. Plus I bought at $40 last week, a $40 call last week, that I'm up 20%. Ooh, not bad. I think about playing these short calls because they're really not too expensive, but you know, it's just not my play style. I'd rather, my trading style, I should say. I'd rather trade a little bit longer, be what I feel is super safe. Is how I just personally rather play it. But AMC holding pretty strong. I was very happy to see that it respected this level of support over here. And then in the morning, it was up pretty nicely. I don't know what percentage this was up in the morning, but it looked very nice. And it kind of held pretty strong throughout the day. Retraced just a tad, but honestly, I'm very happy with where it is. Hopefully we'll get maybe some kind of cup and handle bullish move over here. I don't know what we're looking at, but I would love to see some kind of bullish action over here. I'm very happy that AMC, I really thought that we were going to go instantly down and test this $34 level of support, but I'm very happy to see that we're at least fighting it a little bit, right? It feels very good that AMC is kind of leveled, even though it's at 38, whenever it was at 70 at one point, for it to be leveled around $38 feels pretty good. Obviously it's extremely volatile with everything that's been going on, but I honestly, let me look at the 6 month over here, but I honestly am feeling good with this, right? It looks like the low is going to be around, 30, maybe even 29, 28. And I hope it stays that way. And then I think that we'll get that push. We're looking for that final break through this level. It looks like 54 is really the number to beat, or maybe 53 around is really the number to beat for this thing to take off again. But a little more microscopically, I'm going to look for a break over 41.31. And once we get that, I think it's going to be a nice run back up to 50. I think it'll be break 40. I wouldn't be surprised. A little bit of resistance, 43, 48. But if we break through those, I see 50 coming. GameStop was up 0.61% on the day, and the after hours up 0.02%. Currently in the after hours trading $172.15. Similar thing over here with GameStop, right? We're not quite as low as we could hit over here around the 145 mark. Realistically, I think 150 is, if it does go down, that's where it would bounce at. And again, looking for that momentum as well. AMC and GameStop looking pretty similar on these charts, kind of been downward trending since September. But either way, I think that the reversal is coming. You see, it goes up and down. But I feel like it's going to be pretty nice. Sundial's running. Oh gosh, let's take a look at the tops in these after hours over here. Sundial's up 18% right now in the after hours. What's funny is Sundial was on my list of stocks that I wonder if it's going to have a move, because it is a heavily shorted stock. And as we can see here, it just took off. Man, up 18% in these after hours. I wonder if it's going to keep on moving or what. We'll leave this up here so I can take a look at a later time. But oh my. I'm going to clear this one, and I'll put Sundial on here. And we'll take a look. This way I have it on my list. 19%. I wonder if it's just starting, or if it's going to retrace like BBIG did. We'll take a look at that. And right now, actually. So let me zoom in here at BBIG for the 5-day. Let's look at the 1 month. And it looks like less impressive. Let's look at the 5-day. All right. So here's where we were, right? This morning right here. BBIG was going crazy. That's a trend break. Yeah, we'll take a look at Sundial in a second because, man, it really just busted through everything, didn't it? Let's look at the 1 month over here. I would say for me personally, I really like Sundial. Let me see. I think it, oh wow, yeah. See, I would have liked it to break. I have a few different levels. Realistically, like I think it'll be super bullish once it breaks. There's a few different levels, right? There's this level right here, and I'm looking at these, right? So I can see this kind of invisible line here, or like right here, I mean. And then here is definitely one of the largest reversals will be for me, right? Somewhere around here. Yeah, somewhere around here would be the largest reversal for me. And this is only 81 cents, right? Which is pretty solid. So it would have gone from, you know, that would have been up to about 20. No, I don't know the percentage it would be up, but from 65 cents, if it breaks, you know, 81 cents right here, this is where it really is going to be in bullish territory, in my opinion. And that's my own personal opinion. Probably somewhere around there. I'll make this green. And so, but then again, you know, throughout until it reaches here, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up and down and up and down and up and down until it gets here. But until it reaches here, I think once it hits here, it'll probably take off pretty nicely. That'd be my guess. Man, up 19% already. But let's keep talking about BBIG really quick. So yeah, here we can see it broke through right here, right? The pre-market was looking crazy. What's up, Captain Cash? What's up, Johnson? Welcome, my friend. Hey, what's up, dog? I missed you. I didn't see you in the chat. So we can see right here, I thought BBIG was going to take off today. I was like, oh, it's payday, baby, for BBIG. It was not payday, in fact. But either way, it looked like it took off right here. And then it was like, not today. So it was up 22%, I think is what I saw it at in the morning. And then it went down to, what was this around? You know, around 7%. Excuse me, throughout the rest of the time. So that's okay. I wanted to continue to go there. I wanted to break through, and hopefully, you know, we'll get the run. We'll take a look at the Ortex data to see exactly what's going on with this one. Actually, let's try something new. Let's go through the Ortex data while we're looking at these things. So we already talked about AMC, so let's look at AMC Ortex data. Oh my goodness, this is what I've been hoping for and looking for and waiting for right here. This reversal on this utilization. Finally, a huge gap up from 85% to 88%. I think AMC needs to be around 95% plus in order for it to move, right? Is where I really like to see it, 95% plus for it to get that move. And the utilization is finally moving back up, right? It was been bullish for a while. It's been a little bearish in my opinion and I know I'm talking about the utilization. The utilization's been going down for a little bit. And I was a little concerned about that, but I noticed that the short interest continued to go up as well as the shares on loan continued to go up. So I wasn't really too nervous, but I was like, come on. Time's a ticking here. So I'm very happy to see that this is finally going back up. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes like, you know, back down to 86, 89, 80, you know, and then as long as it's trending upward though, I want this to start trending upward again. And we'll take a look. Yeah, I'll pull up Sundial in just a second. We'll do BBIG and then Sundial. So very happy to see that. Shares on loan really quick. We'll take a look. Still trending upward. You'll love to see it. And then we have the short interest still trending upward, looking absolutely solid. I'm so happy that this utilization, I hope it continues to move in the right direction, which is up, right? We'll take a look at BBIG and then we'll take a look at Sundial over here. And so BBIG is what we looked at. They had a nice move this morning, but it actually was not the move that I was hoping for. But this is not financial advice. Disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Diamond is going crazy. What's up, Angelina? Diamond's making some diamond-handed moves. So utilization, let's take a look over here. What's going on with the utilization on BBIG? 100%. Remember, I'm telling you, or not financial advice. I strongly feel like whenever it's at 100% for X amount of time, typically around a month, right, is what we see. Whenever it's at 100% for around a month is whenever we see the move, right? This one was from July 30th to August 27th, right? Almost a month there. And whenever it's there, then you see a big move. Right, the utilization needs to be near, 95% plus is when we typically see these big moves, right? Even back here, this was around 94% whenever it first had its move, right? Well, this looks like it was some kind of weird calibration issue, so let's actually not look at that part. But back here, we can see, right, we're at 99, 98, 97. Even it went down to 87 for a little bit whenever it had its original move. But realistically, it started to move right here around 98%. We're at 99.69%. Not only are we around 99.69%, but we've been holding 99% or around 99% since September 30th, right? So it's been about a week that we've been at near 100% utilization, and it's going up while the stock is still going down, meaning they're still continuing to short the stock, right? We can see that with the shares on loan, right? As the stock price goes down, they're heavily shorting the stock, and that's why the shares on loan are so high. And whenever they continue to borrow more shares, the utilization goes higher, right? This is, I mean, you guys should be able to teach me this at this point. And that's what we're seeing right here, right? BBIG, I personally truly feel like it is primed and ready to rock and roll. The short interest is at the all-time high right now. This thing is, I feel like this is probably the reversal. If I were to guess, this is like the bottom right here. And now I really think it's probably going to start to go up. Well, then again, we didn't, it's like a false break. I'd like us to support over here around the $5.70 mark, and for me to be a little more confident in finding the bottom there. Remember, I drew this line right here previously because I drew it for these 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points. Or I don't know if this was included. This might have been included in my previous one, maybe these 5 and 6 touch points right here about this level of support turning to a level of resistance. And now I think once we keep it supported there, it'll be solid. Yeah, but if I had $1 million, I would turn it into a lot more. I don't know. Not financial advice. My personal thoughts. So, loving BBIG. Let's take a quick look at Sundial really quick, because Sundial going pretty crazy in these after hours, up 18%, 19% almost in these after hours. And let's see what's going on with the short interest, right? Because this one I've been taking a look at. It has been popping up on my Ortex radar, my personal radar on Ortex, but just not something I've personally hopped into. There are some that I think that are, and the only reason I haven't hopped into it is because there are other plays that I feel are a little bit more primed and ready to go. So like ATER and Small Direct Club, SDC, I feel like they're a little more primed and ready to go, right? And that's why I hop into those, right? I'd rather hop into those rather than this one where, it's nice, but it's not as nice as those. So that's the only reason why I haven't hopped in here. Let's take a look at the utilization. Utilization continuing to stay strong. More recently been trending upwards, right? While this stock has been, kind of moving downwards. And let's take a look at the shares on loan. The shares on loan, they've continued to short the stock, right? We can see they're shorting the stock. Shares are on loan. It looks like more recently they've been really hopping into shorting the stock a little more aggressively, I should say. And that's, we can see, right? When they short the stock goes down like that. And then we look at the short interest trending upwards as well. I would not be surprised if it goes to an all-time high very soon. 18.15, 18.55 is where it's currently at. So it looks like we may see the all-time high appear here tomorrow on the stock. So, I mean, this stock is personal, in my opinion. Look at this. You can see right here, right? Just trending upwards this whole time as the stock's been leveling out and declining. The shares on loan, utilization, and the short interest has all been increasing, right? Looks great. Call in, what's up, man? Workhorse had a green day. Workhorse is on my list, so I'll be sure we cover that as well. Let's hop over to the next stock, ATER. ATER, another one of these stocks that have kind of been a falling knife type, so to speak. We can see here that the level of support I have around here is $9.25. I feel like this is a super nice discount to get in this play personally. I don't remember my average, I don't know, I can't recall at what price I got a position position in here, but I do have a position in here. So we'll take a look at what's going on with this one first. Workhorse is going to be next, so stay tuned. But we'll take a look at ATER on Ortex. I think this is a fantastic entry point personally. Well, I like to play options in these, so I'll just leave it at that. Although they are risky, please know what you're doing before you trade options. They are extremely risky, and it's win or lose, like more so than just trading stocks. All right, Workhorse. I'll bring this one over here since we're talking about Workhorse. So Workhorse short interest on good old. How are they looking right now in the after hours? Oh, they're down. All right. So Workhorse, where are you at? Let's start with the utilization. One of the reasons I took a position in Workhorse is because this utilization has completely surpassed anything I would have anticipated for these stocks. So previously, just a few minutes ago, I said, hey, what's up, Mo? I just said that typically around 30 days, around 1 month, whenever the utilization is around 100%, you see a move, right? And a big move at that. This one right here has been at 100%. This is August 4th. For 2 months, this stock has been at 100% utilization. I think the only reason it hasn't moved yet is because there's been some shaky stuff. And I don't think too many people are probably holding the stock right now, especially the apes. I think as soon as it moves, it's going to trigger a chain effect to where it's going to move a little bit. The apes are going to chase, and that's going to cause it to move any more or move some more, right? And I think it's really going to run for that reason. Look at the shares on loan, all-time high. Another thing that I want to make crystal clear, look at the free float on loan. Okay. It wouldn't take, in my opinion, if I'm reading this and thinking about this correctly, if 74% of the stock is on loan, if the other 26% of this stock is held by apes, and they diamond handed, I feel like this thing could freaking go to the moon. Like, I really, really do. I feel like this thing could go like pretty nuts. I don't know how crazy it's gone before. Let's take a look here. It went to 19, currently at 8. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. And keep in mind, it went to 19. And let's take a look at the numbers really quick. Like, the shares on loan were about half of what it is now. And what else do we have? The short interest was 10% less, right? That's why I like this play so much. Full disclosure, I do have a position in this play, but it's only because I looked at these numbers and I'm like, you know what? I think it's worth it. I think these guys are, and I've been saying this for weeks, I think they're looking for their next catalyst. They're not doing USPS anymore. I have no clue what they're going to do next, but you best believe that they're searching for their play, because now they're, I'm sure they're licking their wounds, but now I'm sure they're probably done licking their wounds, honestly, which is why they pulled out of the USPS counter lawsuit or whatever it is. But I feel super good about this play, which is why I'm in it. I'm in this play. I think I like it a lot. I don't know. It might not work out, so please make your own decisions. But keep back. Check back to when they lost USPS. Yeah, that's a good point. They did gap, but you know what? I think based on that kind of news stuff, I can't recall exactly when they lost USPS. Was it all the way back here? I don't remember when they lost USPS. It probably was. Let me look it up. June 16th, about February 24th. Oh, losing February 24th. So it was back here. No way. It was at $48, gapped right here. I think this is the gap you're talking about. Oh, where'd the gap go? Gapped at, Colin says it gapped around 30. I see this gap right here. 30. Not sure. Well, either way, this thing went crazy. So this thing has been falling. I really don't blame the shorts for getting in, right? Like February, right? Yeah, I see it right here, February. Which is around here. So it did peak over here, way back here. Hey, what's up, CT? So peaked all the way back here. It's just been falling. I'm telling you, I don't blame the shorts at all for getting in this play, because this is the kind of, I'm in the wrong stock, dude. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, 42. Okay. February. Here we go. So, okay, and it's just plummeted. Just absolutely plummeted right here. Look at this. All the way down. I'm in the wrong thing stock. Sorry about that. Workhorse. So this thing plummeted $42 all the way down, just falling to $6.11. My goodness. No one even caught I was in the wrong stock. But all good. Man, this thing is wild. So I do like this play a lot. Either way, unfortunate. But all right, let's go ahead and move over to ATER, which I was just looking at. So we have ATER. Where you at? Wait, did I already talk about ATER? Workhorse. I think I skipped ATER. Yeah, I didn't talk about ATER yet. Okay. So let's see, utilization ATER. Let's take actually a look at the stock in here, and well, we've been looking at the wrong one this whole time, so this is exactly what's going on. I feel like whenever we break over this $9.28 mark, roughly, I feel like we could be back in bullish territory, which is what you want to see. Right now it's kind of a falling knife, honestly. I really don't know how much lower it's going to go. I kind of wouldn't be surprised if it went all the way down to 750 about. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But either way, like this price I personally feel is very appealing. So let's take a look at the utilization. Utilization is kind of starting to taper off a little bit, but do not be I'm personally not being deterred by that. It's still at 98%. I'm sure it's probably going to go like right back up. Today it was down 1.54%. Currently in the after hours, down a little bit more. It's at $8.29. So this stock is still being heavily shorted. I'm sure that utilization is probably going to go right back up. And even if it doesn't, I mean, it has like it's still, in my opinion, ready to go. Hey, what's up? Hi. So that's what's going on there. Shares on loan, not quite the all-time high, but it's weird that it's been going down. Like they've been returning some shares while the stock has really been running. So that's kind of a little weird. But even then, it's only changed by about 1 million shares on loan. And this is another one that I was talking about, the free float on loan for Workhorse, right? Being 74%. Look at ATER. The percentage of the free float on loan is 81%. This stock is so heavily shorted. It is insane. Like ridiculously insanely shorted. So yeah. And then the short interest, granted, this is one that looks a little confusing because it's, not quite the all-time high. It's all the way down here. But even though it's like, quote unquote, all the way down here, it's still at 39.05%, 39%. Even if it's at 30%, it's ridiculously, disgustingly high. So Milio says, do you have a gut feeling the MOAS is about to start? Milio, I don't know if it's, I can't do dates. Like, I don't know when the heck is going to start. All I know is I'm not going to miss it because I'm already in, right? I'm already in. Right. Whether it's the MOAS, whether these things squeeze, I'm like planted and I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting, and I will not miss whatever's going to happen. Let's look at Smile Direct Club. Oh, no, let's see where we are here because I'm going crazy. Okay, so we have Nikola here. So let's see where Nikola is on here. So let's look at the chart first. Nikola, I'm trying to see what I like here. I like a few different places. This is one that I like here. Did it come down from over here? Ooh, this one's pretty solid too. Here, I'm trying to get the most candles. Candle wicks. I'm gonna make this one green, but I also feel like there's something down here as well. I'm gonna draw. I like this actually also a lot. Trying to grab as many as I can. We're pretty close to this though. 1067, I feel like if you go through 1067, you'll probably a little bit of resistance around 1150, and then you probably test 1226 again. That's what I think. That's what my assumption would be for this one to break through. But either way, you know, we have to keep in mind is, yeah, we can do some technical analysis, yada yada. But at the same time, you know, whenever, let's look at the short numbers, and you'll see it doesn't necessarily matter what's going on with the stock too much. Because these guys are being heavily shorted. We can see right here, the utilization is the only thing is around 91.81%. It's not my favorite thing. I think I do have a position in Nikola, which is one of the ones where I was like, at the time, it was all the way up here, right? All the numbers were around all-time highs whenever I took my position. And more recently, they've kind of decreased, which is pretty unfortunate that, you know, considering there hasn't been any kind of crazy move. It's a little disappointing that it has, like, it dropped this far, considering nothing happened. Hopefully, this is one of those weird calibration things that happens to, you know, Ortex whenever they're gathering their data. But I suppose it's possible that, you know, it is actually down. Looks like it, you know, hit a bottom here, and then it may be turning back up, and it looks like the borrow change is 2 million today. So they borrowed 2 million additional shares. So this actually could be headed in the direction I like to see it. This way I can make some serious money. But, you know, either way, I'm going to continue to watch it. Like I said, I do have a position, but I can wait a little bit. Me too. How about a market crash? Milio, you know, that's something I'm honestly kind of concerned about, you know. This whole market crash, I don't know exactly what would cause the market. Well, I guess it could be so many different things that's going on with the market to cause a market crash, but it's definitely pretty scary. I'd hate for, I don't know, it's a scary time. It's a scary time for sure. Let's take a look at Smile Direct Club. So Smile Direct Club over here, we can see, let me take a sip of water. William says, just in case you guys misunderstood me, the Torch preferred, I think it's Torchlight, right? TRCH. Preferred share placeholder dividend was trading like a stock all day. It's called MMTLP. Interesting. Okay, Smile Direct Club. Let's take a look. As a lightning bolt, I'm sure he's gonna be a good dad, or is one. I'm not a dad. But I do like the Flash. So let's go ahead and talk about Smile Direct Club, right? Smile Direct Club is looking pretty solid, and from a short squeeze standpoint, Smile Direct Club was down, 2.37% on the day, and the after hours down an additional 0.46%, currently at $6.56. And so that's what we can see over here. And basically, I'm just waiting for something to give. So let's take a look at Smile Direct Club in the short interest, and we can see here, actually, was this the one that had a notification today? So something interesting today. Look at the alpha trading signal. There was a short squeeze signal triggered today. in Ortex right here, we can see right here a buy, 4 stars, 4.5 stars, which is the most significant. You can see some, not all of them are 4.5 stars, but this one's very significant. And we can see here that we have, let's take a look at the numbers, right? We'll start with the utilization. Utilization at 100%, been at 100% since September 30th. So again, about 7 days, which is solid. Shares on loan at basically the all-time high, not quite, 59.2, currently at 58.5. So, 700,000 shares away from the all-time high. But even then it moved, it's still looking super solid. So I love it. And then the short interest of the free float is around 46.19%, not quite the all-time high, but either way, ridiculously stupid high here. I think this one is probably going to move relatively quickly. Anything with the utilization around 100%, I think it's just waiting for a small, maybe news catalyst, maybe ape catalyst. I don't really know what it'll be, but for it to just take off. Or maybe it's just there's no more shares to borrow. It's not moving in the direction they want, and they're just going to get out. So I don't know why I have Sava here. Casa Sava Sciences. Let me take a look over here. Let's start with the utilization is around 95%, which is not bad, not bad. It looks like more recently it has been a lot more bullish, right? The shares on loan is basically the all-time high, considering it hasn't, really moved since it went this high. Currently 15.8. And it previously was 17.5, so not too far off here. And then the short interest of the free float is 30.69. Not really at the all-time high. It's 4% off from the all-time high. But this one, it seems, I guess we talked about this yesterday or something, and it was looking pretty, or I don't know when, a few days ago, and it was looking pretty interesting. So I guess I just left it on the list. Either way, I don't know much about this one. Current percent of the free float on loan is around 42.18%. So I don't know, pretty wild. And then we have this one. So this one is pretty controversial. I don't know if people are scared of it because they think it's not going to move or what it is, but this one I'm actually pretty bullish on. Like I'm actually contemplating taking a position on this stock here, and I don't know, like. So let's take a look at it. It's Progeny, which I know has been kind of hovering around Wall Street bets and things like that. Hey, what's up, Gary? So, and this one's been hovering around for a little bit. Like, people have been talking about it. And, let's take a look at the short interest numbers, right? The short information. Come on. Okay, let's take a look here. So we'll start with the utilization. Utilization all the way back up here, 99.96%. You love to see it. It's been around 100%. It dropped for kind of no reason. It was a weird drop here. It didn't really make much sense to me. I don't know what this gap is. I really don't know what happened here. It looks like it maybe had been some kind of split or something. So I don't know what happened here, but that was kind of weird. But instantly, whatever happened, it just kind of undid itself, and the utilization is back all the way up, right? So, okay, kind of weird, but let's take a look at the shares on loan and see what's going on. So, this was kind of the weird area, but even then here, it doesn't really look too crazy from what happened, right? It looks like more recently, people just started shorting the crap out of this stock, right? This stock is ridiculously shorted. It just, look, they started borrowing shares like crazy. And does that the utilization really doesn't reflect this massive jump? It's actually pretty strange. I don't know. Because it went from, yeah, it really doesn't match up. I don't know. It's a little bit weird to me. And then the short interest just completely skyrocketing from 21% to 50, almost 55%. This one is extremely interesting to me. I wonder if, I'm so curious if this one's going to take off or not. This is one I'm definitely going to be watching extremely close. Colin says I'm watching PROG 2, just waiting for a loading zone to enter. Yeah, like this is one of those where I look at these numbers right here, the utilization, I mean all three of them, the trifecta. I look at all of these and I think, you know what, this thing is right here, right? It is right here. Red Panda says that's because Ortex lying to y'all. Red Panda, that's honestly very possible. It's very possible, and they've admitted it. What I like about Ortex though is they admit it. They say, hey, the information that we received was incorrect. We fixed it on this date and blah blah blah, and they're like very transparent about that, and I respect that so dang much. Whereas Fintel, where they were given misinformation, blah blah blah, the numbers were fluctuating like crazy, and it didn't make sense. It didn't really work for me. I was like sketched out. Everyone became sketched out, and now everyone's kind of left them, right? But I thought that was very interesting. Actually, speaking of Fintel, I do want to log into Fintel really quick. So let's take a look at Fintel really quick, because I do want to take a look at some of these numbers. And granted, just take everything with a grain of salt, because I forgot that they actually had their short interest numbers. So if we take a look at the short interest and we go over here to US for short interest, we can see their ranks, right? Something interesting that I saw today was PROG was number 1, right? And again, it's all kind of weird for me. It just kind of happened just too fast with these numbers, like this. Like it just all happened. Where is it at? On loan and the short interest. It just all moved too quickly for me, which honestly might be like the play. I don't know. Let's go back a little bit in time and see if anything just skyrocketed randomly, right? Like AMC, no, was short. BBIG, no, nothing that fast. Not Sundial. See, nothing moved that fast, I don't think. ATER. Let me see if I go backwards a little bit with ATER. You know what? I might be wrong here, because we did see this with ATER, kind of, huh? Trying to get a good little thing here. Can I use my... Man, I gotta use my mouse with this. It just kind of skips. Whatever, let's just do it like that. ATER moved kind of quickly here, though, if you look at that, huh? Went from 29% to 45%. Let's see what PROG went. 22% to 50%. Is that about the same? What did I say again? 29 to 45. Even then, this is a way larger gap, right? Way larger gap. I don't know. I don't know. This gap is huge. It just seems too good to be true almost. This one hasn't even moved, so I'm not going to look at that one. I don't know. I'm either going to really miss the boat, or I don't know. Gary, I do not think ATER is even close to being dead. Not at all, my friend. I'm very much bullish on ATER. But I do have a position, full disclosure, I do have a position in ATER. So I don't know. That's what I see about PROG, and I just don't know, man. I do not know, and it drives me wild. I see it and I think, yep, this is going to be it. Gary says shorting a $1.40 stock seems like the only play is no play or long. That's a good point. Yeah, this thing could run. AFRM. Let's take a look. Affirm. Is this actually the Affirm where they pay over time? I'm telling you, this thing is blowing up. Everyone is using Affirm these days. This one would have been nice to get in, I don't know, a year ago or something. Oh gosh, see, IPOs. I don't like IPOs. It went all the way down to 46. When was this? Oh, a few months ago. Okay. When did IPO? Yeah. Oh, man. See, these IPOs get sketchy, but long term, I think Affirm is actually pretty legit. I've used them. I know big stores using them. I know a lot of people use them. A whole bunch of people use them. So I think it's pretty solid. Let's take a look at, I would like it long term, honestly. Let's see. My only concern for Affirm, though, thinking about it now, is that if stores did their own thing, I know PayPal is basically doing it for themselves now, and you can do it through PayPal. Or if, I don't know, if like, I guess stores are using Affirm. I just get scared that they're gonna do something else. I don't know. NASCAR says, do you play IPOs? VLCN nearly tripled on the day it IPO'd. I don't play IPOs. And the reason is I would get dang burned on IPOs. And so it's one of my rules that I start to follow. I broke it one time and I got burned on Coinbase. I thought Coinbase was the bee's knees, but apparently no one else did. So I got burned on that one. And it's probably going to be a great long-term stock if it holds its like position. But I don't know. I'm not loving it. Let's look at AFRM over here on Ortex. All right. And you know what? I can go in here and I like pulling up Ortex, right? Because I know you didn't even ask me for Ortex or anything like that. But look, this is clearly, and I like looking at this because this is clearly not a short play, right? Very clearly. So I love it. This is utilization 3%. Nope. On loan 3 million. Percent of the free float on loan is 2.21%. Nope. And the short interest is 3%, which really not putting too much pressure, especially with all these other things going on, right? Especially with the utilization, they have plenty that they can continue to short, no problem. NASCAR says, I focus on mini IPOs, which is different than something like Coin. I mean, I suppose, but yeah, I don't know. Even then, let me take a look at VLCN. VLCN, is that right? Nearly triple the day of launch. Yeah, but I would love to know where you buy in at, right? Because we can see over here Coinbase. Right, Coinbase, you had to buy in. Let me look at this on the day. Low of 78. 429. I don't remember going to 429. I bought in at what did I buy in at? I don't recall where I bought in at, but these IPOs, sometimes the numbers are a little skewed on the actual thing. I don't know. I just don't like them. Hey, if it works for you, fantastic. Excellent. Excellent. So that's what's going on there. I think that was everything. VLCN was available on Webull. I bought it pre-IPO price and sold it. Oh, okay. So that's different. If you buy it pre-IPO and then you sell it at IPO, that right there is can be some serious money, right? That would be fantastic. But if you're not getting in pre-IPO, then I don't know. I get burned. Yeah. William, that's a good point. If I would have done that, I would have sold out of profit, but I don't know. Diamond hands are it goes both ways, right? Yikes. So yeah, I got burned on that. But yeah, good points. I appreciate that. I think that's everything I had for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Go and eat some dinner. I will not be streaming tomorrow. Yeah, I won't be able to stream tomorrow, unfortunately. But we'll catch you guys on Monday. No, I don't think I'll be able to stream Monday either because I'm bringing my truck in to get fixed. Okay, I'll let you guys know. Riot Blockchain, I do like Riot play, so yeah. Velocity says buy at the peak, sell at a low for a loss. Clowns. JK. I know Velocity, basically, right? Remember that person that bought, I don't know if you guys were here, but there was one day we were streaming, and I think it was like during the day, and someone bought GameStop high, sold at the bottom magically, and then it reversed and went like back to where it was, and they just like literally William, you're right, and they just lost money right before our eyes. It was the saddest thing ever, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Diamond hands equals greed. William, it absolutely 1,000,000% was greed, to be honest. For me, you got me. But all right, y'all, I will catch you guys later. I'll let you know if I'll be on Monday. I'm probably just gonna bring my car into the shop Monday. It's gonna be a whole thing. Oh gosh, I'm not looking forward to it, but that's all right. So you guys have a fantastic night, have a fun weekend, safe weekend, and I'll let you know if I'll be on Monday or not. All right, peace.